actually do the work.
Okay.
Ready? Okay. Hello, everybody.
Okay, and we hope that this will be our last, our last online tutorial.
Yes.
Because everyone, I guess, you know that you need to come back next Wednesday for secondary 3 to secondary 5 students. So
that means I have to come back too. Oh no.
Yeah. And today we will continue the lesson that we haven't finished last time.
Yes.
And
that was 2 weeks ago, so if you remember, it was English slang.
And there are 15 slangs that we want to talk. Okay. Let's have a look of our outline first today. English slang and then common grammar mistakes. Some of you have already submitted the word to me, and I will try to give you the answer, and then you may go home and finish it. And for the past 3 DSE common speaking problems, and there are some common errors or mistakes that candidate makes. And what's that?
English proverbs, which are basically phrases that usually teach us some lesson. Okay. You have them in Chinese, and the English ones are probably the same.
In Chinese.
In Chinese, yeah.
成語啊, okay. And next one, useful phrases. Useful phrases similar to this. Yeah. And then the last one, of course, homework. Ooh. The last piece of homework before you come to school, okay? Yeah. And now, chillin'.
So the first one is chillin'. You know, I'm going to have to take this off because I think you can't hear me. Chillin'. Chillin' means exactly what this says. You're relaxed, hanging out with your friends. A good vibe just means you're feeling good. You're relaxed, you're being who you are. All right, so you'll say things like, let's chill, let's hang out.
Let's chill. Okay.
These are, we tried to choose some common slang that's being used now in America, Canada, okay? They might be used here too, I don't know, but so by young people.
When we say let's chill means that we want to
relax.
Yeah, relax, or let's hang out with
chill with your friends, right?
Okay.
So you don't do this at school because it's not it's not relaxing at school, right? You have to work. All right.
And next one, chill guy.
It means the same thing. So if you know a friend of yours who's very relaxed, calm, he's a chill guy. You might also know some friends who are very excited all the time or afraid of their marks, things like that.
Down to earth, good guy, okay. And on fleek.
Yes, actually I don't know this one, and I chose it because I don't know this one, because Mr. Austin is over 40. So I don't know what young people are saying. So I like this. It means, it's used for girls, so if you say, oh, she's on fleek, it means she's beautiful, all right? You might know some of these. I don't know this one.
I don't know.
No, but that's okay. We're not supposed to know. We're too old. All right. Salty. Even this one I don't really know. Means upset or bitter. She's salty. He's salty. So they're upset. I don't use this one. It is used though, salty, because when you take a taste of salt. It's you know.
You don't like it most of the time.
When your head goes underwater in the ocean, you don't want to drink the
water as well. He threw shade at me.
Okay, so he threw shade at me is sort of trying to embarrass you or make you look bad. This I know this one. Okay, so I'm young enough to know this one. Oh, that guy threw shade at me. They make fun of you, put you down. All right, that's usually what it is.
They try to embarrass
Try to make you look bad so they can look good, right? So.
Is it lit?
Is it lit? Okay, so I kind of know this one too.
Is it
it's usually at a party. Was that party lit? And that means it's a good party. And that's what it says here. It means it's a good party. Is that party lit? Yeah, man, it was lit. Totally awesome, dude. Okay, so that's, okay, awesome, dude. That's my generation. You guys don't use that one. All right.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. And to flex.
To flex. Oh, this is easy. This is like when you go to the gym and you flex your muscle. Oh, I got a big muscle. But it's worded differently. It's not for your muscle. It's to show off. So maybe you buy a new car and you go and you're like, oh man, his car is flex, dude. Or she has a really nice dress. She's flexing it. So she's showing off this really nice dress, or he's showing off something. Okay?
But it's
a positive. Yeah, you're not saying, like, they're not trying to be. what do you call it? Pompous. What's an easier word they will know? You're not trying to show off in a bad way. You're just trying to, look good for people. All right.
And then shook.
That one, yeah,
Scared.
it's scared. I'm shook. She must have been so shook after seeing that horror movie. So this one's new to me as well.
But you know that grammatically we can say it is incorrect because we shake, shook, and shaken.
Yes, that's right. That's something we should tell everybody, that these are not necessarily, because it's slang, it's not going to follow correct grammar rules.
Yes.
Don't use these in your exams.
Yeah, also in your writing.
You can use it if you're doing creative writing. So if you have a creative writing task, then all of this is fine. You can use this.
Okay,
your grammar doesn't have to be perfect in creative writing. But in Hong Kong, most of your writing, very little writing is creative writing.
Yeah.
So for formal writing, which is most of what you do, you can't use this.
Okay,
But,
shook.
Yeah. Man, that movie shook. She must have been shook after.
Okay, I'm done with it.
I'm done with it means I'm over it. I don't want to hang out.
Yeah.
I give up. Like your math homework when I was a kid, it's too hard. I'm done with this. I can't do this. Give up.
But you don't want to do it.
Don't want to do it. Yeah.
I'm done with it. Okay, and to ghost. Ghost.
Yeah. Now this is an interesting one. It's also new to me, to ghost someone. So to ignore someone. I went on a date and she ghosted me. So if you go on a date with somebody and then you phone them up after the date, and then they never return your phone call, they're ghosting you.
Okay.
They pretend you are a ghost, that you don't exist.
Yeah.
So they pretend you are not here anymore.
Okay,
So
to
ghost, yeah, it's a good one, that one. I like that one.
I'm dead or I'm weak.
Yeah, you're not really dead and you're not really weak. It's something so funny, you laugh so much until your stomach hurts. So, I'm dead after that movie. It killed me. I'm so weak, because it was really funny. All right? Or the experience was really good.
Okay. And woke.
Whoa, this is very common now. This word will not become slang. It will end up turning into a word that you will see in the dictionary. I'm pretty sure, because the whole world is using this word now, woke. To be woke is to know something about world events, like climate change or women's rights. In the States right now they have a lot of female actresses who are suing these directors for treating them badly for so many years. And so to be woke means to know about these various issues and problems in the world. Are you woke?
Are you woke?
Yes.
Okay.
Vegetarians also will use this. If you're not a vegetarian, they might say, oh, you're not woke. You should be a vegetarian to save the animals, whatever else. So they can be insulting as well.
Really?
It can be to put pressure on people. You're not woke.
Okay.
Right? You should be more woke, and you wouldn't be eating animals or doing these bad things, right? So it can be a little bit.
In a sense,
it's good, but it can be a little bit bad as well. So you have to be careful with this.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you slayed it or you killed it?
Yeah, I like that one.
Oops.
Oops. You slayed it or you killed it. Yeah, it means they did it really well. I like this one. So basketball players, if you have your favorite basketball player, I don't want to use Kobe Bryant because unfortunately he passed away.
Michael Jordan?
Who's left? I don't know any new.
LeBron James.
Okay, LeBron James. So you'd say, wow, he killed it last night. And that means he had a really, really good game last night. Because, sports players, they have a good game. They have so-so games.
Yeah.
But when they have a really good game, he killed it last night or he slayed it. All right? So usually it's for sports. But it can also be for music. If they put on a really good performance, you say, wow, she was better than usual. Then they'll say you killed it or you slayed it. All right?
Goat.
Goat. What is goat? Not the animal, because it's all capital, so it means
Stand for
greatest of all time. Michael Jordan is the GOAT, and you can then argue about whether he was the GOAT or not.
I think.
Because some people might say somebody else is better, so you have to decide. This applies to anything, not just sports, music, all right?
And then the last one, cancel.
Yeah, I don't know this one either. Rejected because the public doesn't agree with their opinion. So That's a hard one to explain.
So let's have a look on the video.
We'll have to look at the videos for some of these. Some of the videos are a little bit different than what I have told you. I can't remember which one. Woke might be the one where the fellow isn't quite right. I'm right on woke. The guy in the video, not quite right. All right, so two younger guys. They look like they're...
Define the word chillin'.
Chillin' to me would mean relaxed, hanging out, good vibes. If you're in a chill mood, you can just be kind of relaxed. I'm chillin'.
Maybe chillin' could mean you're not changing for anyone. You're not changing the way you speak for anyone. You're not changing your demeanor for anyone based on the environment.
You continue to be who you are.
Exactly.
Chillin's also like you haven't been up to too much, you know, everything's going good. I've just been chilling, you know.
Doing the same old stuff.
Right. Is it a California thing, or there's just a whole U.S. chill? Are we particularly chill?
California has a very chill vibe, but I mean, you can be chilling anywhere, you know, I think it's all over.
I think everyone pretty much uses that word.
Are you telling me about, if I say let's chill, what does that mean to you?
Let's hang out, let's meet up, let's chill. You can chill anywhere. Anywhere can be a chill spot. It's definitely more of a casual use. You would never say that at work probably, or to anyone like that, but you know, amongst friends and, you know, let's chill, let's hang out.
How about if I say, he's a chill guy?
He's a really cool guy, he's down to earth, he's not loud, he's not gonna, you know, talk too much, he's chill.
I think for the most part, I'm a very chill guy.
Oh, so it's good to be chill.
I think that, yeah, my generation, the people that I have around me, they would definitely view being chill as a really good thing.
I think you seem chill to me.
Yeah, a lot of people probably say that about me, I'm chill.
This girl created this word, on fleek. Have you heard of that?
On fleek?
Yes.
On fleek, yeah.
Would you say that?
I wouldn't say that unless I was making a joke about it. I think that you can definitely get a few laughs if you were to say that. You know, if your eyebrows look good, or your hair looks good, or your nails look good, it's common for someone to say, ooh, that's on fleek. That's more like, you know, you can get a few laughs out of it as long as you're not taking it too serious, I think.
How about the word salty?
Salty, I use that word.
You do?
Salty, yeah. But yeah, salty, kind of like a way of saying someone's bitter, or maybe, you know, they're upset about something, they were salty about it.
Okay. Would it also mean critical?
Critical.
No?
No, I wouldn't use it for critical. I would use it more for like they're bitter at me for something. You know, if someone's upset at me for something, they're salty at me. That's how I would use it.
I know, it's the one I was thinking about, to throw shade. That's the one.
To throw shade, yeah, to throw shade is to like kind of make a jab, or, you know, throw a hint of, you know, maybe undermining you somehow, or making you look a certain way.
Look bad?
Yeah, look bad in a certain way, or feel bad about something in a certain way.
So it's not something they would say. You wouldn't say he insulted me, he threw shade. You wouldn't use it like that?
I could say he threw shade at me. You know, if my boss said something about me, or, you know, maybe a brother said something about me to my mom or something, like, oh, Drake always wears his shoes in the house, or, oh, that dirt on the floor is probably from Drake. He was throwing shade at me.
Okay, so you would say that.
Something like that.
Would you say lit?
Lit? Yeah, I think, in my opinion, an artist by the name of Travis Scott made that phrase really popular. He's a rapper, and he'd always say, it's lit in his songs, and it caught on. A lot of people refer to parties. Are they lit? Is it lit?
Meaning, is it a great party?
Is it a great party? Are there a lot of people there? Is everyone having fun? Is it lit or not? Like, as in to say, like, is it lit or not? Or no?
But what do they say instead of not?
Nah. Like, nah. Like, nah.
I heard a new one, to flex.
To flex, that means to, like, you know, you have a really nice car, you want to flex it. You know, it's like when people have muscles, they're flexing it, they're showing off. So they basically took that word and they, you know, you can flex your car, you can flex your rings, you can flex your shirt. If you have a nice smile, you can flex that. To flex.
So that's great.
I was flexing. A lot of people say that.
So it's not a negative thing.
No, it's a good thing.
It's not like, look at him, he's flexing, like he's showing off.
People can definitely use it in a negative way. I mean, it's kind of like a show off. But I mean, if you can use it in a good way, I was flexing that, or yeah, he flexed that, then yeah.
Okay. Shook.
Shook, scared. He was shook.
Shook is the past tense of shake. So it's shake, shook, shaken. Normally we would say I'm shaken, but in slang we say I'm shook. Slang often doesn't follow grammar rules.
I use that one. I use that, yeah. He was a little shook.
Tell me a situation where you used it recently.
I have a little dog. I have a really little dog. And just today I found out that my step-parents, they took him to the beach. And he likes the water. He ran up into the ocean and he actually got caught by the tide. And so it wasn't anything to my stepdad. It was only up to his knee, so he just went in and got him. But when they told us the story, I said, oh, Monty, that's the name of the dog. I said, Monty was so shook. He must have been so shook.
I'm done with it.
I'm done with it. I'm over it. I'm done with it. I give up. I'm not going to continue doing that anymore. I'm done with it.
Okay, woke.
Woke, basically like you are a little bit smarter. It's kind of like a word that means smarter. You see above all the lies and the smoke and mirrors. Woke. Someone that's woke probably maybe meditates, they eat right, they don't believe in all the things the government maybe tells them, they maybe believe in conspiracies. It's connected to that type of stuff a lot. I'm woke.
Aware?
Aware would be a good one. Woke and aware are the same.
So it's a positive word mostly?
It's a positive word, yeah.
Okay, to ghost someone.
To ghost someone, you basically started ignoring them.
The word ghost is a noun, but today people are using it as a verb. They say, I was ghosted.
To ghost them, you kind of disappeared on them in a way. You stopped replying to their text messages, you stopped answering their calls, maybe you unfollowed them on Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you ever been ghosted?
Yes.
Yes?
I've been ghosted.
Have you ever ghosted anyone?
Yeah, I hate to admit it. There's a time and a place to ghost someone.
I'm dead.
I'm dead. Something was so funny. I'm dead.
So I used to say where I'm cracking up or I'm rolling on the floor laughing.
Uh-huh.
That's the same thing?
Same thing. I'm dead basically means, in a way, I guess you could say someone laughed so hard that they died, even though it sounds weird, but a lot of people say I'm weak. That's another way to say, yeah, oh, I'm weak. Like, basically you're laughing so hard that you're weak. You know when you laugh so hard, your stomach starts to hurt, your abs start to hurt? I'm weak. I'm dead.
How about this one? Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Yeah, that's, I think that got popular from a movie Friday with Ice Cube in it back in like the 90s, I want to say. And basically, it's kind of like saying I'm done. Like, bye, Felicia. Someone makes you upset. If someone is, you know, doing something unnecessary, bye, Felicia. You don't have time for it. You're over it.
Okay, so you don't want to be around them anymore?
Yeah, bye, Felicia.
They're annoying you?
They're annoying you. Yeah, they're annoying you.
To slay.
To slay.
You slayed it. You slayed it, Drake. What does that mean?
You slayed it. That's like saying you killed it. You did a really great job. You slayed that outfit. You know, the outfit didn't wear you. You wore the outfit. You made it look great. You made it look beautiful.
So, could you say it for an activity? Like you're successful at something? Let's say you won the marathon. Can you say, ooh, you slayed it?
Yeah, you slayed it. You slayed the dance. You killed it and you slayed it are two things that can be used. I hear them both often.
They're interchangeable.
Yeah. You killed that dance move. You slayed it. Yeah.
Okay.
I hear that.
GOAT.
GOAT stands for greatest of all time. And a lot of people refer to Michael Jordan as the GOAT. There's a debate. Is Michael Jordan the GOAT? Is LeBron the GOAT? That type of thing.
Okay. Canceled.
Canceled. A lot of people will use that when they're kind of done with something or somebody. Like if someone in the public eye does something that they don't agree with, the people on Instagram are canceling him. You know, if someone were to say something that just the public doesn't really agree with or like too well, that person is canceled.
Public figure or?
A public figure, that person would be canceled. We're canceling him. We're canceling her.
Thank you so much.
Definitely.
This was a really fun video to make. How many of these expressions did you know? Tell me in the comments.
All right. Yes, that lady does a lot of good videos for English idioms and other helpers for you. So if you see her videos, you can learn a lot from her. She does a lot of repetition. So if you don't understand it, she'll go back and go slower through it. So she's very good. All right, so now we're on to part 2, common grammar mistakes.
Very easy one.
Oh, now we're into grammar, not so fun.
Okay, Michael, beautiful. Okay, sentence, a basic sentence, a simple sentence, there should be subject and verb.
Yes.
And here is a missing verb in the sentence.
Yes.
So my car is beautiful.
Or looks beautiful. Yeah, you have to put something else in there.
You need to put a verb in this sentence.
Yeah.
At Monday, preposition mistake.
Yeah,
Should be
on
Monday. How to spell this one? Many of us make. The more formal one should be how do you
spell?
Yeah, how do you spell? And I collect all the student homework, and none of them got the correct one.
Oh, this is a common mistake.
Yeah, how
to spell?
Yeah, how do you spell? And he likes cheese.
He likes cheese.
Subject
He
verb
likes
is
cheese.
Yeah, likes.
Because it's a non-count noun, right? So.
We say this is subject verb disagreement. He likes.
Although even then, he likes apples. Oh, you can count apples, so it's a subject verb. Sorry. Last night I cried. Oh, well, we have a problem. Cry. What's wrong with cry? Last night, when was that? That was past tense. So we need past tense here.
Okay, C-R-I-E-D, cried. And what time it is?
What time it is? It is.
We should.
This, yeah, I understand why they make this mistake. What time it is? What time is it? You got to switch it around. Is it right? He is more tall.
We can just use he's taller.
Taller.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, if you fix this up, you write less, right? Taller.
Yeah. And then the last one. I play chess good.
I play chess good.
Okay, we cannot use this one. You should say I play chess well. Okay, so this is the common grammar mistake and also the homework as I gave you last time. Okay. And now let's move on to the part 3.
Part 3 is better than part 2.
Okay.
Lexical items.
Yeah.
Right.
And in addiction.
In addiction, are you addicted to something? If you say in addiction, that's not right.
Addict to drugs.
Addiction to drugs or smoking? No, we want to say in addition.
In addition.
Check mark. These are all the ones that are right, right? In addition to something. In addiction. What? That doesn't make sense.
And diabetes.
So this is just a pronunciation problem. If you say this fast enough, you probably wouldn't hear diabetes. If you said diabetes, I wouldn't pick up that you got that wrong. Okay? This is not a bad one, but it should be diabetes.
Diabetes.
Don't drink too much Coca-Cola.
Okay, and this one, hobbits.
Hobbits. Yes. Well, if you watch the movie Lord of the Rings, hobbits are in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I see.
But a hobbit is a short little person with big ears and fictional.
And should be pronouncing
habits.
Habits.
Do you have good habits or bad habits?
I guess you can mix up the words hobbies and habits.
Habits and hobbies and mix them together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although hobbies and habits are not the same. So.
Okay. And failure.
Yeah, failure. Failure. Yeah, so that anytime you get this U-R-E, it sounds like Y-O-U-R.
Y-O-U-R.
Failure, you know, failure. A little bit like failure, but it's actually failure. Yer, Y-E-R, yer.
Okay.
Right? Tricky word.
And this one, courteous.
Yeah.
Courteous?
No, courteous.
Courteous.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think a lot of the problems for our students and many English learners is they don't read the whole word. They sort of read the first 3 letters and the end, and then they sort of just say what, you know, they're trying to go too fast maybe.
And sometimes it's
slow down. Courteous.
Courteous, 3 syllables.
Yeah.
Courteous. Okay, and shall we go this one more time? Go over this one.
Sure. In addition. Diabetes. Habits. Failure. And courteous. Number 5.
Okay. Another? Traditional.
Char. They say traditional?
Yeah.
You guys say traditional?
Or traditional.
We need to say tra, not char. So that's a phonics mistake.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta watch your phonics.
Alright, and
soap?
Yeah.
And they should say soup. But of course, soap is a real word too, so you have to be careful when you're saying, do you eat soap or do you eat soup? Do you wash your hands with soap or do you wash your hands with soup? If you wash your hands with soup, your hands are going to be in pain.
Yeah.
And if you eat soap, you won't like it.
And it's because you see the doctor.
The biggest problem I find actually is many of the pronunciation, they will say shop and shoop. So you've got to be careful with the S sound and the SH sound, sh and s. So with a word like soup, your teeth are together, soup. When you say sh, your mouth is opened up. It's like sh, and you don't have your teeth together. So this is what you've got to work on with your S sound.
Okay, these two are very similar. And feeling.
Filling and feeling. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You know, again, the hardest thing, even when I was a student, they would do the phonics work. I had a heck of a time, really difficult time, when I had to read the phonics of things. I had to just practice saying the whole word. It was easier for me. So filling, what's a filling? Well, if you have your teeth and they put the metal into your teeth, that's a filling. I had a filling. Or what is it? Filling the glass with water.
Oh, filling in the blank.
Filling in the blanks,
Yeah.
yes. And feeling is how you feel.
Okay, feel.
Okay, and what do they do here? Beneficial?
Beneficial. And there's a missing eye.
Ah, beneficial. Beneficial.
Beneficial.
All right.
And this one?
Emil? You guys say Emil? Email.
Email.
Email. All right, email. Okay.
Okay, let's go over one more time.
Okay, traditional,
Traditional,
soup,
soup,
feeling, beneficial, and email. And of course, these words are real words too. Soap and filling are real words.
Next one. Okay, York.
York. I've never heard anybody say York, but anyway, it's youth. You are a youth. I am not a youth.
Youth.
Youth is a young person.
Okay, and this one.
Lick.
Lick.
Lick. Okay, lick the ice
something.
cream.
Yeah.
Lack means you don't have something. You lack something. You don't have it. Okay? So be careful of those.
Tortury.
Tortury and tertiary. Okay, I don't know too many of our students who say tertiary. Tertiary is something that is not the main item. It's a sort of a actually not second, a third.
Yeah.
Okay, so tertiary is the third item on the list. So think of a movie. You have the main actor, you have the second main actor, and then you have other characters. Nobody's really, they're only in it, the movie for a little bit, and we call them tertiary characters.
Or sometimes we talk about school, primary school, secondary school, tertiary, not school. We can say education.
Tertiary education.
Or institution. Tertiary. Primary, secondary, and tertiary.
I don't know. Tertiary usually means not as important. Sort of down the list of importance.
Okay. But you know that in Hong Kong, primary school, we say that primary education, secondary.
Yeah, but when you go to university, it's just university, right?
Yes,
so
of course.
Postgraduate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this tertiary, you got to think of tertiary more as not important. A third most important thing on your list.
Okay.
So I think that's easier for them.
Screenwriter.
Screamwriter. Oh, wow, you're gonna write screaming people. Ah! Crazy. Okay. We want to say screenwriter with an N, not an M. Screenwriter is just a person who writes for the screen, for movies or TV. This is a good job. If you can write well, this is good money in this.
Next one. Definition.
Definition. No, not right. Definition is what we want. Give the definition of the word.
Definition, okay.
Give the definition of definition. And then you'll be right on this word.
Okay,
Alright, so we have youth, lack, tertiary, screenwriter, definition.
Okay. And loss.
Yes. Loss. You experience the loss. That's correct. And this is lose. Lose. Now, I'll tell you something about this word lose. Americans often spell this word incorrectly.
Why?
I don't know. Because lose, when you say lose, the O sound is long, right?
Yeah.
So they spell this L-O-O-S-E.
Okay, double O.
And they always they try to say lose, but they spell with two O's. The problem is if you put two O's, the word isn't lose, it's loose. Loose means maybe something is falling apart, like on the TV, the screw is coming out, or this is loose, it wobbles, right? Lose means you lose the game. It's a very different meaning, but Americans often make this mistake. So I don't know if, I have to check to see if they've changed the word, because even teachers spelled this one wrong.
Yeah,
Lose
but for
and
this is
lose.
a verb form and this is a noun form.
Yeah, so then loss means you had a loss in your family. Somebody passed away in your family. Usually that's what we say, a loss. You've experienced a loss in your family. Like your grandfather passed away or something. You had a loss.
And this one?
Robert.
Robert?
And robot.
Yeah.
Well, Robert's a name. Of course you don't. Maybe, now here's a tricky one. What if it's Robert the robot? There you go. Then you can spell it right. If the robot's name is Robert. Robot, Robert.
Okay, next one. Crime.
Crime and climb. This is common because
L sound.
R and L in Chinese
Yeah.
is tricky for
Just we seldom
Chinese
roll our tongue.
crime and
Crime,
climb.
climb.
Climb. For L, you got to put the tongue in the top of your mouth like this. Whoa. Climb, right?
Climb.
Crime, your tongue doesn't move. Crime.
Crime.
Doesn't even move. So when you want to say an R, don't move your tongue. You want to say an L, stick your tongue. Love. Climb.
Okay.
Right? All right. Snake.
Snake.
Snack. Don't eat a snake.
Yeah, you can eat it.
You can. It tastes like chicken. That's what they tell me.
Okay.
All right. And don't play with the snake, or don't play with the snack. That's right.
Okay, it's dangerous.
Yes.
And heavy.
And healthy.
Okay.
Heavy and healthy. Yeah.
Very
That's
similar.
just similar. It requires practice. Health.
TH
You got to put your
yeah.
tongue between your lips. Like healthy. Right? Heavy. Now V, you put your teeth. Right? V, your top lip goes onto your teeth, but for TH, it's the tongue. So if you look in the mirror, and you watch your mouth say these words, it will be easier for you to remember. That's what a lot of students have to do. Look in the mirror and say heavy, heavy, and then look at what your mouth is doing when you say this, and healthy, and then you will understand better.
You think that you are biting your
heavy. You're biting your lip. Heavy with your teeth. But if you practice these in the mirror, it's much easier.
Okay. Nurse.
Robot. Climb. Snack. Healthy. Oh, 3 more.
Yeah. Towers.
Tours.
Tours. Okay, tours.
Tour.
Ah, this one. Rising.
Raising.
And choice.
And choose.
Very similar.
Yeah.
And sometimes we just mix up these all words. And consonant clusters.
Oh, we have more.
Yeah, proposal.
Proposal, you just got to remember to put the R in. Proposal. Bog and blog. Okay, this is all consonant sounds, right?
Sound.
You just got to make sure you're saying the letters. Blog. This one is published. You need the L, the BL sound. Okay?
And this one, fans.
Fans. Oh, are you my fan? Or are you my friend?
Friend.
Yes.
Okay.
Make sure you're getting the last letter sounds, okay? Friend. Right?
Classroom.
Classroom? What's a classroom?
Sometimes they
Classroom.
GLASS.
Classroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Classroom.
Classroom.
Not classroom.
Not glassroom or classroom.
Okay, and program.
That's the same error again, right? Not remembering to say the second letter. You're saying the first letter, but you're not saying the second one. All right, so you've got to try to remember the two. What does cluster mean? It means two consonants together. Okay, so that's a little bit trickier, right? When you're in primary school, you don't learn these, right? Mostly you're learning cat, dog. So one letter and then a vowel, but you have to be careful with 2 letters and then a vowel. You have to say both letters. So in this case, program. This is program because you didn't say the R. And then it's probably the same with all of these, right? Water font.
Yeah.
But we need water front. So you got to get that FR together. front.
Qualities.
Yeah, qualities? No, qualities. But that's because they don't know how to say Q.
Yeah.
Right? Q, U is qua.
Qua.
Or queen. You know, like the word queen. Qualities.
Campaign.
Same mistake. No L.
Yeah.
Got to get that.
Plain.
Complain. Cutter.
Cutter.
Same thing. Clutter. CL.
Debits.
Debits and debts.
Thanks.
Yeah, so this is hard because
B.
you have B, T, and S together, and usually with that you just say the T and S, and the B you don't say. So that can be tricky because you're going to say debts. You've got to. These are words they just have to memorize. Debts. D-E-T-S. Debts.
Okay. Pleasure.
Pressure. Okay, so this is right. Pleasure means I'm happy, I feel happy. Pressure is the opposite, right? Pressure is, oh no, I've got a lot of pressure for my exam tomorrow. So look how close these words are, and yet they mean the opposite almost thing. So you just have to be really careful. They have to really read the second letter.
Okay.
The cluster. Pressure. Bunch and branch. Yeah, I don't know why you'd make that mistake, because again, you're not reading the R, and then they're mixing up the vowel.
Bunch.
Yeah, instead of a.
And then?
Sark.
Shark.
Yeah, you're just forgetting to say the sh sound.
Band.
And brand.
Brand
is a music band. Brand is the name of a brand, like iPhone, Apple,
And dropping our final consonants.
So what does that mean? You're forgetting the last sound.
Yeah.
Final means the last sound of a word. They do that a lot here.
Yeah.
Always forget to say the S. Apple, apples, right?
Okay, because.
Yeah, actually that's very common. Of all the ones we've done today, this is the #1 biggest mistake. I like you because you are kind. No, because. Okay, you've got to get that final. Experience. You got to get the survey.
Yeah.
Service.
Beside.
Beside.
And this one,
Beside.
cloth.
Cloth and clothes.
Yeah, clothes.
I like your clothes. But this #1 is #1 big mistake. Because these other words if you say beside or beside, they wouldn't. Yeah, if you say beside with an E and you forget the S, it's not a big deal, but because is a big one.
Okay.
Especially on the exam. Because you have to say because a lot, right? Because. Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Anyway.
Okay, so let's move on to the next part.
Yay, this is better.
Yeah.
Proverbs, more fun. All right.
The leopard does not change its spots.
Yeah, leopard does not change its spots. What does that mean? Does anybody know? I can't hear you. No, because you're not talking. You're just looking, when is it going to be 2:45? A leopard does not change its spots. These are popular sayings. It means somebody who doesn't change their opinions.
Yeah.
And the older you get, the less you're willing to change your opinions. Right?
Yes.
So a leopard, the cat is the leopard. He has spots. You can't change. They're always with you, right?
It's difficult to change their mind.
Change your mind.
Their ways of thinking.
Yeah.
It's difficult. Okay, and in Chinese, okay.
I can't help you there.
I guess they know about that. All that glitter is not gold.
Yes, so this is a good one to know about for when you want to buy something. We all of us like to buy fancy things.
Yes, of course.
But it doesn't really mean what you're buying is any good. In other words, it's not gold. The gold you think it is, it's not really gold. I can't think of an example. Can you think of an example of all that glitter is not gold?
Like you try to buy a pair of sneakers, and they're very expensive.
Right.
Cost you more than $1,000.
Right.
But actually, their quality
is not that. That's a good example.
Yeah.
I remember trying to buy a belt, and it was like $400 US.
Wow.
And then you look at it and you go, I don't think it's any better than the one that's 20. So.
Okay, you look stupid.
Yeah, doesn't have substance.
Yeah.
This can apply to people too, by the way. You might find a beautiful girl very pretty on the outside, but she doesn't have gold. On the inside is not gold. The inside is coal, a lump of bleh. So you got to be careful. This can apply to people as well.
Okay.
Right?
Next one. Birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah, so that means people who usually agree on the same things will get together and be friends, and people who disagree on everything won't be friends.
Yes.
This can be good or bad.
And blood is thicker than water.
Okay, so this is family. If you are your brother and sister, you have the same blood, you're a family member, so it's thicker than water, which I don't know what that part means.
It means their relationship is close.
It's thick. It's much thicker than just a drink of water, basically. Yeah.
And cut your coat according to your cloth.
Yeah, and this one I don't know. I haven't heard. This is the one saying on here I've never heard before.
Okay.
Cut your coat according to your
It means
cloth.
that you need to think about your own strength before you try to finish something.
Ah, that makes sense. Yeah. I haven't seen this. That's interesting. It's a famous one.
Yeah.
But I don't recall seeing it.
And
Oh, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Okay, so say you have a little problem, don't make the problem a big, big problem when really it's only a little problem. A molehill is a small hill. A mountain is a huge mountain, right? So don't make small problems into big problems.
yeah, try not to magnify the
Yeah.
And last one, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
All right, so when you guys grow up, you're going to want to invest in the stocks maybe. Don't put all your money into one stock, because if it goes down, all your money is down. Mr. Austin does stupid things like this. So be careful with all your eggs in one basket. All right?
Okay. And don't wash your dirty linen in public.
Yeah, so this one is dirty linen is your laundry. So the basic meaning is washing your dirty underwear and everybody else can see. But what it really means is don't tell everybody your personal problems. All right?
Okay.
We do this badly now because everybody has Facebook.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are doing this. They put their problem with their boyfriend or girlfriend. My girlfriend broke up with me. She's terrible. Blah. And then they put it on Facebook. The problem when you do that is you look bad because you are telling everybody, oh, this guy is telling us all his problems.
And some people may think that you are mean.
And they might think you're the problem, not your girlfriend, if you do that. So, all right. Give him an inch and he will take a mile. Okay, so
Inch and mile.
Inch and mile. That's an inch is a little bit. A mile is big. So what this means is, if I let one student be late all the time for handing in their homework, then if they're 1 day late, then the next time they're 2 days late. So I've given them an inch. I've given them a break.
Yeah.
But now they take advantage of it and try to hand it in a month late and expect the teacher to mark it. That's one example.
I like the Chinese translation.
Yeah?
Very good. Students should know.
They will know this one? And mile?
Yeah.
All right.
And
It
this is no use crying over spilled milk.
So you spilled your milk, no point in crying.
Yeah.
Your milk isn't going to come back into your glass so you can drink it. So you have to get over things when there's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
11, it never rains.
But it pours. Rains. Small one. Pours. Heavy
Yes,
rain.
that's right.
And kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
I guess some of them know about this one.
Yeah, that's a popular one, kill two birds. I won't go over those because we use those a lot.
Yeah, let's lick.
Ah, this is a good one. So, don't poke the dog with the stick because the dog might bite you if you bother him, right? So,
try not to get someone
don't get people mad because you don't know what's coming if they get really mad at you. You think they're weak, but they're not weak.
Okay, look before you live.
Yes.
Live means jump.
Make jump, yeah.
Okay.
This can mean a lot of things. Usually, where do we usually say it? Look before you leap. If you're going to jump into the lake,
Mm-hmm.
you got to look around and make sure there's nothing in the lake, like a shark or some piranha fish. There won't be a shark in a lake, but there could be like something in there that might eat you. Australians,
A crocodile.
they don't look for signs that say don't go swimming because there's crocodiles.
Yeah.
And every year people get
Yeah.
chomped by a crocodile.
Okay, make hay while the sun shines.
Yeah, do your work basically
Okay,
while
since-
you can.
Yeah. Alright now, and because we're running out of time, and again, sorry, this time for this one maybe
Next
will
week?
not next week.
Oh,
I'll put it
in our
on-
class.
Yeah. As easy as pie, just a piece of cake, similar to
Very
this.
easy, yeah.
And so, because the time's up, and I would like
Oh,
to
yeah,
let you know about the homework. And this is a matching exercise. Sorry. Matching exercise where there are 20 useful phrases, actually more than that. Okay, matching exercise, and the day you have to submit your homework is 26th of May. It means the day.
Before school.
Yeah. Okay, so
Alright.
please submit your work on time.
Okay,
And
see you everybody.
That's it, and see you next Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.